welcome to a new league of Path of Exile. I'm Kloaf11, and
Now where on God's arse?
I'm going to make a series going through all the acts. So the beginning's the same
Is
for
it
everybody.
possible to murder someone who's already dead?
You get your weapon, you talk to a guy, you kill the zombie, and you run through this area. It's not really that important to kill anybody here. Get this large chest, grab your second. The maps are technically, so maps are procedural generated. The leveling maps are, yes, but they have a baseline. So we're gonna run over here to Hillick, and then we're gonna fight and kill it. He has a, for the first half, he has a very slow punching motion, so we're going to let him punch, bait, and then hit. And then he pulls this out and his attack speed shoots off. I'm using a poison, so he's dying without me.
I stop being dead yet.
But I got hit to refresh it. So what I'm thinking of playing right now is a ice trap saboteur. So I have my planned path of building up on another window, so when I look over, that's what I'm looking at. And then we're going to go up this increased damage and energy shield route to go on this elemental damage path.
I saw what. Take care.
Us.
So talk to people.
Fine work with Hilly.
It's one of these flame trap. Why is it lagging so bad?
Farewell.
Is it just all the shit they have? Yeah, it's explosive trap. So throw explosive trap on here with plant to with a chance to poison. And if we ever get a 3 green, we'll throw on swift assembly when we get it.
The furnace down at the slaughterhouse. Yes, that's what this place smells like.
I love the one-liners. So generally the outline for the beach is you go right, and if you can't go right, you follow the wall north. Unless the water's not south, then you might go south. When you can, go right. Up. Bigger. Got trapped. And when you can go, you go up when you can, and then you go down when you can. See, and then that waypoint is always at the end.
Low on mine.
You grab the waypoint, then we go down towards not the mud flaps, but the tidal island, I think. Yeah. And then generally on the tidal island part, it doesn't really matter which way you go. I kind of switch it every time I come here. So Last time I went right. This time, the time before that, I went left. So I kind of switch up every time I come here. It's about this time. But this is always on the back of Tile Island, so this is a pretty safe. So this is who we're fighting. Alright. Damn it. That's the only issue, is getting stuck by that guy. Because I think he just constantly crashes on you. That's why I was trying to thin out all the spiders, but we ran into a lot of spiders. Just trying to avoid him. If you're close to him, he mostly does melee with his range attack occasionally. His range attack isn't a full cone, so it's not the hardest thing to not get hit by. But I did pick up a portal already. Oh, fuck. So, this is something I wasn't thinking about because it's been a while since the last league. We actually don't need a portal in the leveling zone, especially if you're playing during a time where servers are stable, but they're kind of not stable right now, so yeah. So maybe it was a good thing I did that, but we'll pick up more gems in a second. You don't have anywhere to put them, so it's not that important. Then you come back to the beach, and then you go to the mud flats. There is an area that leads to an optional area off the mud flats for a quest, but you don't really need it. It gives you respec points, so it's something. Where's the bar? Is this the new league mechanic? I think this is the new league mechanic, so I'm going to check it out. I died really fast there. Okay, that's interesting. So I'm assuming since that's in map 2, that's the league mechanic. So I'm just getting some things. That's actually the easiest to find side entrance I've ever seen. Normally it's a little more annoying to see. Bros can kill you pretty fast, so you want to be careful with them. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay. So, one thing you really want to do is after you get your first skill gem, you want to switch that attack to move only, and then you likely want to turn on always attack without moving. So if I have it on this, it can move, but if I click on something near melee, it'll try to attack it, which makes it harder to run around. If you have attack without moving, if I click, it'll always, well, traps throw pretty far. So like over here, I'm not moving to throw that, but because it's out of range, but then with that, it will run instead of throw, so you typically want to just attack. Being out of range is not ideal. So is it south? Actually, a little confused about this layout. Okay, there's the next one. So what you're doing here is you're looking for the exclamation points, which lead to the campaign quest. And you don't want to get like surrounded by these guys. That's why I'm clearing them out before I grab it. And then there's the last one. There's 3 in this area, so you want to grab all 3, then we can move on, which is that little offshoot water area I just found. Come on, move! Unless you have a plan that causes you to not level up your gems, you want to level up your gems when you can, especially your damage ones. There's generally never a case where you don't want to level up your damage gems. You typically always want to be running away. That way, you're not just constantly being meleeed and free, if there's some charge attacks, it's free. I was just looking at the items that drop. I actually haven't configured my my item filters, so we'll do that in a different part. I'll do it in between recordings. So I'm going to split this into acts, but because some acts are much longer than other acts, the acts will probably also be split into parts depending on how long the actual act is. Probably try to make it around 20 minutes. See how that goes. Okay, so is that always at the entrance on maps? Cool, good to know. So in here, I'm looking for two different things. There's two exits on this floor, so I'm looking for both of them.
With every death, I live a little bit more.
The iron ring is physical damage, so it does nothing for me. Hoping for something that'll help me there. Not bad. I'll speed this up a little bit. Okay, so this is the first breakpoint I was looking for. I'm going a little slower than I normally go, killing more just so for the informational purposes I'm not dying too much because I'm under level. I mean, even when I'm under level, one time I was under level way too much and I still made it. So this way actually is the way you progress. It's called the ledge. It's better to find the ledge first because that gets you to another waypoint where you can waypoint back. The way maps work is that, and this is leveling maps and in-game maps, but if you're not on a instance for 10 or 15, I think it's 10 minutes, but it might be 15 minutes. I'd have to double check. I'll correct that later. I'll probably correct it later in the video, not the end of that part, because I acknowledge how I'm not quite sure. But so when you're leveling, if you're doing this, which is going ahead a little bit to save time later, you want to make sure you don't take breaks, because if I reset this ledge map, then I don't actually know which way's forward. And if I don't know which way's forward, then I might accidentally go all the way back instead of going forward. And then that's just going to spend more time. I have to go for it. So there's the waypoint, so we're almost off this map. I'm mostly looking for green and blue items. Red will give me armor typically. So kill these before I try to get out here. Not trying to speed UI, get speed UI world record, no percent. Any percent? Just more damage for now. Might be, nope, that's a dead end. So now what we're looking for, and like I just said, if we're going to do that ledge trick and do that now, what we need to do is find the next section within 10 minutes. That way that ledge map still exists, so I know which way to go when I spawn in. And I already did half of the ledge. So here's the second part. This is the flooded depths from the submerged depths. There's a boss in here that it wants us to kill. So a lot of this I do just by feeling. I don't always know, like, I have a great strategy. Like, for example, I could have just went this way. I would have done the same as going this way. I'm not doing the league mechanic every time it comes up because that's just going to slow us down so much. And league mechanics are usually pretty hard while leveling unless your gear is really good. So generally for this, you want to look for sections like this where tiny bridges section off the areas, because that's how you're generally going to get to where this mini boss, I guess, is. So here he is. That's not for every mini boss, it's for this one specifically. This is just how his cave is located while leveling. So generally, this is kind of like a Dark Souls type. These boss fights are very like Dark Souls-esque, so what you do is you wait till they swing timer or you have a safe period, and then you dodge, and you only attack when you have a safe period. So you're not just like full on attacking all the time unless you're super tanky and defensive, and even then you usually try to dodge big stuff. So we're killing him pretty fast. I might just eat this last part. So this is the trick I was talking about earlier. If you go to the character selection screen and then log back in, it'll take you back to the city hub, which is the exact same thing a portal is going to do. But you're not going to go back through the portal most of the time, so there's no reason to go. So there's no reason to waste portals this early on. We're going to take the Swift Assembly. Grab a second one of those.
So, now that you...
I don't really care about any of these, so we'll just take that.
Got a job for you.
Oh, I forgot there was the... No, we want... So we'll take Frostblink, and we'll take the skill book.
Stay sharp.
So let me look at skills real fast. My path of building. Okay, so we're going that way first.
I don't think I need to be doing that.
We're going to go down here, take elemental damage. We're going to take the elemental focus and the saboteur, and we're going to work our way to this mastery of Minddrinker and grab a mana mastery, as well as work our way up here to expeditious munitions for faster traps and larger AoE. We'll level up our gems. Then we can take this back to the ledge, which it hasn't been 10 minutes, so we still have our previous map, and I know the right way to go is this way. Yeah, we'll just kill things along the way. What I'm really wanting and looking for, which will take a hot minute to find. We should have checked Targoff if he has it, but it's a 3-link green, so we can add swift assembly to the damage link we have, so we can kill faster. And it probably does. Probably also does. Or at least these are small art flasks. I was checking what size art flasks were, so that I knew if they were small or if there was something smaller than small that we can start with. You want to upgrade your life and mana flasks early on until you have good natural regen, if ever. Sometimes you won't. Life flasks are very common in the end game. Usually you pair them up with anti-bleed so that you don't have issues with bleeding. I forgot to check if Flame Dash was sellable once I had access to it. So this is a main boss. I'm going to see how long it takes us to kill. It actually won't take too long. So I might just kill him. That was my fault. I shouldn't have ran through the we'll take this first. I should have ran through the giant, like, AoE.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
We'll kill him for a decent amount of XP. So, if you're going faster than me, the ideal pace is you want to be 3 levels under whatever level you're currently going through. And if you're too far from that, I can't remember if it's 3, I think it's if you're 4 levels, it might be 5 levels, but if you're 4 or 5 levels, even if you're underneath the level by 4 or 5, it actually stops you from gaining XP. Heavily limits your XP, and I kind of really dislike that myself. Why am I being punished for solo playing a map 30 levels below? It's kind of ridiculous. I'm not even kidding. I finished 1 leveling experience, like, it was an elemental bow, and I was only focused on fire, I think. But, I finished Act 10 at, like, level 35 because the damage was just so high on that, even at that low level, that, I could kill Kativa. But I had to level up because I couldn't buy mapping gear. So I had to level up, and I had to go all the way back to level 30 leveling areas. It was just way too low. I mean, I just had to spend so much time on re-leveling that I ended up losing time. Then you can't cap resistances because you're so low level, but you're also minus 60 resistances because you killed Kitaba twice. I mean, you could level a little bit, especially if you dodge, but this was all before they made defense changes to make evasion not so good. Even the free mapping, I couldn't get 100% evasion because I was so low level. Those kind of stats all increase as you level, and your levels with you. When you're leveling, if you're playing standard or even standard, fuck! Those, I have armor I can like wear. Those magic skelly archers are really fucking me over. Ah, fuck. So, main boss concept, we'll just get out of the way. There's no reason to kill him. We're doing pretty well. So, I'll show you what I mean real quick. You can get to this menu by pressing...
The Oculus music which lets players compared to
always forget what...
sure don't make them like they used to.
Okay, it's you. So you can get it by you and then hovering over areas. So this is level 8. So we're exactly on the level. You can also, if you forget what the hotkey is, when you go to a waypoint and bring up the map and you hover over them, they're there. So this becomes where knowledge starts getting really important. Because thank you for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video and have a great evening, day, or night. Please leave a subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a like if you like the video. There should be more videos on the screen that you may enjoy. Have fun. Bye.